Hi everyone, Messy Coder back again with part 2 of my live dev interview with Tony Lee from PixelCrusher, creators of the dialogue system, Quest Machine, Love Hate, Save System for realistic FPS prefab and UFPS, so much more. In this video we are playing with the Quest Machine. That's right, he's going to show us how to use Quest Machine, how to get started, and then later on we're going to move over onto the dialogue system as well. This video was taken from my live Twitch stream or the www.twitch.tv/themessycoder, where you can find me every Fridays and Saturdays doing tutorials, live dev interviews, playing games, generally having a good time. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll see you all in a second.
Right. Well, we might as well take a look at Quest Machine first now.
So opening up this zero scene. That one? Is that one? Shall I load
Yes.
it? Okay.
Let's open that up. That scene does not have Quest Machine in it, and this scene just demonstrates the baseline that we're starting with here. In this project, I've imported the low poly Forest Ruins asset and some RTS Toon characters, and I've also imported Motion Controller and Emerald AI. So it's possible to run around and attack some skeletons that are near a mine, but there is nothing for dialogue or quests in this scene.
Shall I click play just to illustrate
Sure.
that? Cool. So who made this voice?
That, I don't know how to pronounce it. I believe it's Evgenia is the publisher of this asset. And then the Toon RTS you can also find on the asset store. So and again, there's not much to do here except for run around. If you go to the lower right, there are some skeletons there.
Oh, here we go. Oh, these look mean, don't they? Oh. Come on. You can tell I'm really good at video games. Oh. Oh!
There we go.
Look at that, took them both out. Don't mess with me.
So the skeletons are controlled by Emerald AI, and your character is controlled by Motion Controller.
Okay, so we've got... That's from Muti.
The player controller is a little bit fiddly. It might just show my inexperience with setting up Motion Controller, but that just tells you how easy it is for someone who doesn't even know too much about Motion Controller to set it up. And now we can open up the Quest Machine scene and see how we set this up with Quest Machine.
Wonderful. All right, so that's number one, yep.
Yes. And then I saved a backup in case something happens.
In case I break it. I love that. You've seen my videos before. Okay.
Okay. So in this scene, there is a game object called Quest Machine.
Oh, I see.
And that's just a manager. So that handles all of your overall quest management. But the important things are on the player. And there's a player game object there. The player has all the motion controller components, but it also has a quest journal.
We'll find it. Oh my word, there's a lot of... Here we go, quest journal.
There we go. So the quest journal is used to keep track of the quests that the player has picked up or any quester has picked up. It's possible for other NPCs to pick up and complete quests also.
No way.
Now the AI is not there to make the NPC run around and actually do things, but the quest journal is set up so that not just the player, but anyone, so long as they use AI or player input to actually complete the actions, it will take care of tracking the quest.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
that's just got my mind thinking of loads of different possibilities you could do with that.
Oh, sure. And then we have several NPCs. There's one called Knight, another called Mage, and they have quest giver components.
Here we go.
And the quest giver component, you can collapse the dialogue content. That's kind of verbose there. The quest giver component lists the quests that each of these NPCs can offer. We might want to play this scene just to get an idea of how it plays first, and then we can dig down into how it works.
Let's do this. Oh, they got little things over their heads.
Yeah, it has built-in quest indicators, and of course you can customize the appearance of anything in Quest Machine. So if you run up to a character, you can choose to accept or decline these quests.
Collect crystals. The priest needs more refined crystals to power the healing chambers. Brave the mines and bring me 2 bundles of crystals. Oh, accidentally smacked him while I was... Stop.
Now, this is something that I just didn't bother to set up, which is telling motion controller to ignore input when you're clicking on a UI.
Yeah,
but that's something that you can just set up entirely outside of Quest Machine even. So you can accept that quest, and you see that there's a quest HUD in the upper right. Of course, that's configurable.
And I've got a journal over here as well. Oops. Okay. I do feel sorry for this wizard, this mage, because I've been smacking him.
Well, if you want to share the pain, you can go beat on that knight a little bit and talk to him.
So if I go back to him, he keeps popping up and says that, reminding me what my mission is that I've got.
Right.
So if I go now here, I hope he doesn't take his vengeance out and hit me. Destroy skeletons. Skeletons emerge from the mine. Kill 3 skeletons so we can resume mining.
Now, if you'd like to pause, we can take a look at what's happening in the inspector.
Wonderful. So now on my player, I've picked up some quests.
There are 2 quests in the quests section there.
So collect crystals and destroy skeletons.
And you can open up the quest editor window, and you can see a live view of how this quest works.
I need to dock this.
Right. So quests in Quest Machine are node-based, which makes it very easy and kind of fun to make quests. Green nodes are completed, blue nodes are active. So we can see right now that on the Collect Crystals quest on the player, the Get Crystals node is active. That's your current active task. And you can have as many active tasks as you want. It's a tree structure. It isn't necessarily just linear like this. So if you'd like to go complete these quests, you can go put some paint on those skeletons and collect some crystals. All of this is done without any scripting, just through the node-based editor.
So you don't need to know how to code at all so far to do anything of what we've done for what you see now.
That's correct.
I need one more. Come on. Oh, little music went bling bling bling. And there's a man. Hello. Alright, so if I pause it and I... This is the... Where's the kill skeletons? Kill quest?
So that would be the asset version of the Kill Skeletons quest. If you click on the player, and then in the inspector, click on Destroy Skeletons.
Here we go.
You'll see that one, I just set that one up very simply so that as soon as you kill them, it completes the quest. You don't need to return to the quest giver or anything like that.
So, what do I do with these nodes? Do I right click them, left click them?
Well, you can. If you were debugging, you could right click and set the state of the node, but at this point there's no need to do that. This one's done. And then you can run up to those crystals. It's set up very simply with
oh, there you go.
And you pick them up. It updates the HUD in the upper left. And you can also pick up the escort quest by talking to that guy.
Hello. The skeletons had made me trapped here. Can you guide me back to my people? Yes, I can. Oh, sorry for smacking you in the face. Oh, sorry again.
And the escort quest uses Quest Machine's Emerald AI integration. Just sets it to be a companion that follows.
So was that an integration that you did or that PHS did?
No, that's an integration that I did. Again, I'm not an expert with Emerald AI and Motion Controller's animation, so I'm not sure. Oh, you've done his quest, so he doesn't have anything else to say.
Oh, wonderful work. These are just the crystals we need. Thank you. So we can configure that they can give us nice gifts and stuff as well.
Oh, of course. I just didn't think to do that in this demo here. And if you walk up to that other wizard between the two stone walls, you will see that a new quest pops up.
Mm.
This quest is procedurally generated, which is, I believe, the most interesting part of Quest Machine. Although, if you're just going to write handwritten quests, they can be very detailed and creative, and they're quite fun to write in the node-based editor. In this one, the quest giver is aware of certain objects that you've tagged in the scene, and it decides what object is of most interest to it, and then it generates a quest on that.
Wow. Okay.
In this case, that quest is to go activate a mysterious altar. I can guide you there. This is something that would probably be better using the DM map integration, which would show a little mini map that you could follow.
Oh yeah, that'd be
so
nice.
If you go to the upper right.
D-Nice is asking, with the dialogue system, can we add things like voiceovers with each node?
Yes. You can add full interactive conversations. You've probably noticed, if you walk between those two altar things, there you go. No need to kill them unless you want to. There is another quest that would be generated.
Oh, spiders.
So we can go return to the mage.
So
I haven't really set up much. This is just the plain scene that comes with the low poly Forest Ruins asset pack. Oh, and as you've seen with Quest Machine, the dialogues are simple World of Warcraft style, where pretty much they only offer accept and decline buttons.
Kill 3 spiders.
This sorcerer has detected that the most important objects in the scene to him now are those spiders. And he's determined that they're a threat, so he has automatically generated a quest to kill the spiders.
Oh, sorry for
that's
smacking you in the face.
The gist of what procedural generation looks like for Quest Machine.
If I'd killed one of those spiders, and there was only 2, then he would have said kill 2 spiders.
That's right. And of course, if you had killed all 3, he would not have generated a quest on that. And I have not set up this world to be very rich with potential quest objects, so there wouldn't have been anything else left that he would generate a quest with. But in a real game, one would tag lots of objects with interesting things to do, and that gives NPCs lots of different ways to generate interesting new tasks for the player.
Oh, congratulations. Good job. You've killed 3 spiders. Thank you. Oops, sorry for smacking your face. Iodacia, I've always butchered the names. Is there a way to give weight to what the procedural generator considers most important?
Yes.
So if we tagged, like you said, loads and loads of stuff, so that this guy can have this plethora of choice of different things to have in this procedurally generated quest, how do we say which are more important than others?
Oh, we can take a look at that now, in fact.
Oh, wonderful. Shall I
stop
pause or
scene?
stop? Okay. Laodicea. Really? That's how you say it? Okay, cool. I've learned how to say your name now, Laodicea. All right. Oh, I didn't notice there's some carrots at the bottom.
We have seen in the quest editor what a handwritten quest looks like, namely the Kill the Skeletons quest and the Collect the Crystals quest. And you can click on one of those in the project editor, and that's what they look like. And that's the escort quest. It has 2 different paths that it can follow: if the miner is escorted home, or if the miner dies on the way home. And they can lead to different states. Each of these can have different UI content. If you click on blank canvas space, that will show you the UI content for the quest as a whole. And let's expand the offer section.
Here we go.
There we go. The author section just has some text that asks the player to do something, but you can set conditions so that the player is only allowed to do a quest, say, if he's a minimum level or has a certain item, or if some particular gameplay event has occurred. These are all configurable too. You can add your own content and your own conditions and your own actions through custom scripts if you'd like, using starter templates that are provided with Quest Machine. And then each of the states below, such as the waiting to start and active and success states, all have their own text also.
So, should we play about? Or we got?
Sure. Well, Laodicea was interested in the procedural quest generation, so why don't we take a little bit of that. I hate to gloss over generating handwritten quests, and in fact, I even left some orcs in this scene in case you wanted to create a kill quest for the orcs.
Oh, we will do that later. Yeah, if we got time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
procedural.
For procedurally generated quests, let's start the scene again and talk to that sorcerer so that he will have generated a quest, and then we'll pause there and take a look at what's happened. And so, again, since I haven't really defined this with a lot of richness, and you can pause right here, if you click on the sorcerer NPC...
Where the hell is he? Mage, minus... My eye is not working. Here he is. Can he see a thing? Because he's inside the procedural folder. There you go.
Yeah. I tried to tidy up the scene a bit for you.
I appreciate that.
We can see that quest was generated at runtime, and the procedural quest generator automatically generated the nodes that you see in the quest editor window and generated the text based on some assets that it was able to pull in that were tagged on the objects. So this is the procedurally generated quest. You can stop the scene and we can see what assets it used to generate this.
So here he is.
So if you, we can close the sorcerer, but please click on Mysterious Altar Entity. It's near the bottom.
There we go.
And on that, there's just a component called Quest Entity.
Oh, down the bottom. Here it is. Yep.
And that points to a very simple asset called an entity type. Let's open up the quest generator window. You can do that from the Quest Machine welcome window near the low.
These taste like scriptable objects. Are these scriptable objects?
These are all scriptable objects.
I can taste the excitement on the Unity on my screen. I'm licking the monitor. This is wonderful. So
when I design assets, I try to do everything the Unity way, because no sense making developers fight against Unity. And I have found, whether for my benefit or not, that I tend to tackle the challenges that have a lot of moving pieces, things like dialogue and quests, where it's not just a shader, where, well, you put the shader on, it looks awesome, and that's it. Kind of like a Ford Model T, you get it in black. With these assets, it has turned out that mostly it's about managing a gazillion little pieces and getting them all to work together in concert. So if you'll click on that Quest Generator button, that'll open the Quest Generator window. And this allows you to more easily inspect all of those assets. You've clicked on Alter, so we can see in the inspector that, all the way on the right, we can see in the inspector that we have defined in an abstract sense what this altar is about. It has some text related to it that is used to generate the text for the quest. Now, this text can also be replaced with a type of asset called a text table that allows for automatic language localization.
Nice.
Now, by automatic,
Wow.
I mean it will just use the language that you've set, but you need to type in all the translations or import them from a spreadsheet. The urgency functions are what Laodicea was asking about, and those tell the quest generator entity, that is the NPC, how urgent it is for the NPC to generate a quest about this object. In this case, I've just set it to an urgency function that gives a certain value. Just when you are defining creatures, you can set this to a faction-based value that is determined based on how the NPC feels about that particular creature.
So you're kind of
For
like
instance,
delving into a bit of like how love-hate.
Exactly. And then you can use the love-hate integrator to get a fancier version, because the factions that are provided in Quest Machine as a base are just plain numbers. They're very, very simple, but it's intended that you can replace them with more sophisticated models like love-hate. If you click on the spider asset, we can see that that has some more interesting aspects on it. It does have the threat urgency function in the inspector, and so that again uses the faction, and its parent type is monster. You can structure these so that you can inherit, rather than having to repeat the same thing over and over in your asset. You can inherit features from other assets, and the monster asset has an action that can be done to it called kill.
Let me just lock this so I don't lose it. Open up another.
And now I understand that this is a bit complicated, but it's about as simple as it can get for all of the information that you need to encode for the quest generator to be able to determine what an interesting quest would be. So now the monster, if you don't mind scrolling all the way down, has a kill action and a polymorph action, although we don't have an ability to polymorph in this scene. That comes from the demo scene where we added a wand that lets you polymorph things. The kill action lets you, the kill action, if you can click on that in the project view, defines in an abstract sense the action of killing something. And that includes text and how the system knows that something has been killed. So you can see the text here, and there is, this action uses Quest Machine's built-in message system. So when a creature is killed, it sends a message to the message system saying, I've been killed. And that's how quests can know when events have happened, and they can update counters or change quest states.
It's very detailed, isn't it? I honestly was not expecting this level of detail.
This is why Quest Machine did take so long to come out after all the discussion. And I am very grateful for everyone on the Unity forum who provided so much feedback and testing on this to make sure that it really would meet people's needs to make interesting procedurally generated quests. And I see someone is asking if Quest Machine can be integrated with the new Invector AI template. It does not come with Invector AI integration, but there is no reason why it could not be. The message system by default is text-based, so it's very easy to send a message. In fact, why don't we take a look in the scene view at one of the skeletons or spiders, and we'll see how that works. Let's take a look at one of the skeletons, please.
Here he is. If I can click him instead of a bit of railway. There we go. Let's go.
There we go. And so this skeleton is set up with Emerald AI. There's no reason why it's set up with Invector AI. And if you will please scroll down to the bottom of the inspector, or just collapse all those, there is one component provided with the integration that upon death sends a message, kill skeleton. And the quest machine receives this message and updates the quest state. So it's as simple as that. You can also put this, rather than using the Emerald AI that's shown here, Quest Machine comes with components that will trigger events when game objects are disabled, destroyed, or on timers, or when you enter a trigger area. Many of the functionalities here shown in the scene happen through that trigger event. And then you can just set up that event to send a message like killed skeleton or activated mysterious altar or whatever you can dream up. So I would presume that with the Invector AI, if when you kill an Invector AI monster, if it disables or destroys the game object, you would simply configure it to send this message when it does that. And for escort quests, you would just need to tell the Invector AI to follow the player and then stop following the player when it reached the destination. That's a great window. If you wouldn't mind going back to the quest editor window, and let's scroll down on the right. We can see where some of the integration comes into play. Let's see, please scroll down a little bit further. And there we go. We get to the active quest state. When the quest becomes active, actions are run. So with each of these nodes and every quest and quest node, you can tell it to run certain actions, and that action tells the NPC to start following as a companion the player. This is just a very simple, short script that I wrote for the Emerald AI integration, and Quest Machine automatically picks it up once you write the script, and then it becomes available in this editor.
And you just click add, and you just selected this script to run, and then just configured it, and away you go. So you can just do the same kind of thing if you had a little bit of middleware for Invector.
Right, exactly. You would just the editor will automatically pick it up. You just customize that script. For the coders who are watching, we can take a look at that script right now. In the project view, you can scroll down to scripts. That would be in plugins.
This is one. There we go.
Well, yeah. Okay. Well, there's that one. I was thinking the starter template might be a good place. So if we scroll down to plugins, PixelCrushers, Quest Machine, and scroll down further to templates, and in there we can see, just click on one of those. No need to actually open it up. We can see it. It's commented. Very simple little setup here. And you just fill in the code or the functionality that you want. You make a copy of this, fill in the code, and Quest Machine will automatically recognize it.
Nice.
And I'm reading here another question. Can it handle open world like Quest? Yes. So it can handle quests where the player completes the quest before accepting it. And that is simply a matter of setting up a different node, one that checks the quest state and goes immediately to the success state. I like to contrast this to some other quest solutions that have been implemented that use very specific templates, like fetch quest, kill quest, maybe escort quest, although those tend to be less prevalent. In those, you are restricted just to quests of those formats. Whereas with Quest Machine, since it's a free-form node-based, you don't have to write a single kill quest if you don't want to. If you want to do something more interesting than that, it's all just nodes, it's free-form, and you can design it to do whatever you want. Oh, yes, there are time limit quests. The demo scene has a timed collecting the coins quest. And Of course, since it's configurable, you can always add your own kinds of conditions like that. Talking about nodes, maybe we'll take a little at the dialogue system.
Yeah, I was about to say that the quest machine just feels like you don't need the dialogue system. You don't need love-hate to be able to start getting those simple dialogue and relationship features in. But as soon as we start playing about with the dialogue system along with quest machine, it just feels like we're going to open up so many more possibilities.
Right.
And that was it for my second part of my interview with Tony Lee, where we got to play with Quest Machine. In the next video, we're going to play with Dialogue System as well. Don't forget this video is part of a live Twitch stream that I did over on, guess what, Twitch, all the w's.twitch.tv/themessycoder. You can find me every Friday and Saturday, live streaming, doing dev interviews, playing games, doing coding, reviewing, generally having a good time. So tell all your friends and neighbours. If you like these videos, do click on the big juicy red subscribe button, and well, come over to Twitch and click follow as well. So if you do like it, click it. Till next time. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now, and down below there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.